fishing films. We're here in Bridlington this time, and we're actually just south of Bridlington, a place called Pointsea. Alright, we're fishing the European Open Beach 2017, and we've got Ryan here, he's got the phone over at the moment. Scott and Kev from Blackpool are a bit further down, and Steve's feeling a bit rational from last night. But the main competition starts tomorrow and Sunday, so that's fine. So today we're fishing the Flatfish Open, which is just a little competition beforehand, and we're trying to stay so that Ryan can zoom around a bit, just on the inside of the edge of that groin out there. What that allows us to do is it keeps us out of the tide run, alright, and all groins have a big poke at the bottom of them, right on the very end, and the flatfish live in there, alright, so hopefully we can grab a few flatfish. If not, there's always the raffle. See how we get on. Ryan's fishing with a drop down pulley, small ragworm which wriggling around on the end, and a booby bead and a couple of retractor beads. The booby bead, what that does, it just rattles around in the surf as though it's a little fish in trouble or something like that. Got something? Load of weed, is it? Well, we've tried. We've put out fresh ragworm, a few white, fresh white ragworm. There's been a lot of weed today, and the swell from Storm Doris that went through last night caused us a few issues today. Hopefully that will die down over the next, tonight, so that the next 2 days is really nice. Really nice. It will be in North Sea, but fishable anyway. So we've been fishing at the end of the groin, we've stuck at it. Other people have been getting washed away with the swell and the weed, but we've managed to stick our baits in one position all the time, fresh baits, everything, and nothing's happening. I think all the flatfish have gone. Anyway, we'll try again tomorrow. Day 2, it's the first part of the main competition. Old Jammy cameraman there won more prizes last night because the juniors in that flatfish competition didn't catch, so he ended up with quite a few prizes. So today, boys, the weather's not too bad. It was pissing down this morning, not now. The wind's not too bad, that's over the back. So we'll launch some baits. Yes, should be good. And we'll see what we catch. This is Kev from Blackpool. Normally you don't get him on film too much, apart from when he's standing in the pouring down rain or picking up prizes. Or bass from last year. That's right, yeah. This is Kev's new rod, look. It's an Excalibur J curve. He's just been casting it now, he loves it. So I'm going to give it a whack. Come on. One cod so far. It's not the biggest one, but it is a codling, tiny cod. So I'm going to get him on as quick as possible and get him back again. This cod going back in. Kev's got a white in. Something different at last. God. Oh, oh. What a fool. Right, let's get it back in. Kev's going to show you how to unhook. There we go. Right, is it going to fit? That's it. Turn him over.
I'm going to start from this way and that way.
No, you can't start from that end.
I got it. Let's do that. Wait, I got it. Hang on.
Keep going.
Oh, no!
It's not big enough.
Never mind, eh?
He's not big enough, Kev. Get him back in.
Yeah.
Is he going? Well done, Kev. Get another one.
Give it a go.
No codlings. Go back to the sea. Not big enough. Well, we're on our last half hour of this competition today. not been very successful. We've not had anything big enough to weigh, although we have been catching fish, which is the main thing. We've had lots of small cuddling, some whiting which have been a bit bigger, but we've not actually got anything big enough to weigh in. Not at the moment. Still got half hour left, tide's coming in. So we've got some decent baits out there now, lugworm and crab. Trying our hardest really. I've not heard any reports from up the coast at all that there's anything else being caught, so we'll have to wait until the weigh in and see what happens there. But there's always the raffle tonight. We were great at that last year, so we're going to try again this year. Okay, we'll chat back with you later. I think Kev might have a fish on here. Is it a weed fish or is it a fish? It could be a weed fish. Kev's got bend in his rod. It's got a nice white in there. Whiting. That's big enough. Yeah. Good, Russ. Get on, I was just saying we hadn't had anything big enough, but there you go. Mark off. Is it? He's in. Come on! Get off, Kev, what's that?
Okay. Right on, Kevin.
Welcome back to day 3, European Open Beach Championships. The weather's completely different, the sea's flat, the wind is coming from behind us, and it's not raining, which is a bonus for now. But as you can see in the video previous to this little bit, we've done quite well last night. Ryan won a nice rod in the juniors, come first in that section. Steve won himself a nice reel in the raffle, and Kev managed to come 6th yesterday in the full senior placings, and he won himself a lovely rod, any fish anywhere, about 350 quid worth of rod, so he's well happy as well. So his aim today is to catch another fish and weigh it for the overall competition. My aim today is to catch something big enough to weigh. I had the most fish yesterday, I've got to say that, but they weren't big enough to weigh, so they're still no good. So anyway, we're in a 4-man team today, myself, Steve, my brother, Scott and Kev over on the other end there, and we're going to try our hardest and see how we get on. So we'll keep you up to date. I just wanted to show you what we're actually using for rigs here. We're sticking to the same way that we do when we fish in the Bristol Channel, things like that. Mine's using a standard pulley rig, which is about 2 foot long. I'm actually using an up and over pulley. And what that does is it keeps the bait flat on the floor, and I've got lug and crab on. So we're going to see if that looking for it. That's a bigger fish. Cod here, look. That is a little cod. That's the smallest one I've ever seen. Beauty, get him back. Well, that was it for this competition. We didn't have any more fish further on in the tide, so all that remains is to thank all the organisers for the competition and thank everybody for watching. And we'll see you again next time.